Hey my beautiful Gemini peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you guys with your April, I want to say March so bad, but it's your April 2023 tarot reading. How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Just want to mention right at the start, if you're interested in personal services, products, and so much more, feel free to check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. The link will be the first link in the description below. What I'm going to do here for you guys, and I'm doing this for all the signs for April, so I'm going to do a little bit of like a free flow kind of reading in the beginning and the start of the video, kind of whatever comes out, and then I'll do a past, present, and future spread to basically do a structurized reading here for April, and then that'll be that. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what's up here though for the Gemini. Whatever message they really need to hear regarding April 2023. What message do we have in store here for Gemini? Whatever it is they really need to hear coming into the month of April. Let's go ahead over here and have a look. Having a look here at the first card, we got a King of Cups. The next card for you is going to be the Seven of Cups. And then we have here the Five of Pentacles as well. I think that for Geminis, it's about having to kind of look at the people in your life that are actually benefiting you versus the people that aren't. Five of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles is lack. If there are people in your life that are lacking love for you, lacking compassion, lacking loyalty towards you, maybe it's time to, take a real look here and check in with yourself and check in with the people around you, because I do feel like with the Seven of Cups, there's been quite a bit of confusion about maybe who you can trust or maybe who you can open up to and who's right for you and who's not right for you. And I think that by bringing into your awareness, the people who have treated you kind and who have treated you in the way you deserve to be treated, and most importantly, how you felt around certain individuals, by bringing all that into your awareness, I feel like it's really going to help you kind of sniff out like who's meant to be a part of your path and maybe who's not. One of the biggest indicators if somebody is definitely good energy and good for you is feeling how you feel around them. If you're kind of around somebody and you're always catching a bad vibe, and it doesn't matter if they have the biggest smile on their face, even the devil wears a red dress, people can look a certain way but have a completely different energy that's really behind it and different intentions behind it. So I think that really checking in with yourself and your environment and seeing who's for you and seeing who isn't, feeling out the vibes is going to be good for you. If anybody here's breadcrumbing you, Five of Pentacles, not giving you what you're worthy and deserving of, Tower showing up here for you, don't be afraid to let the tower fall with those people, I think would be my best advice. I think that right now there's a lot of confusion for you, but Four of Wands here, it'll become very clear for you once you pay close attention and bring into your awareness, the individuals around you. And also take a look at some of the things you're holding on to, Gemini. Strength card here to the Four of Pentacles. If you're holding on to certain habits very strongly, okay, or if you're holding on to certain people very strongly that maybe are not the best people or habits to be holding on to, this might be a good time to take a look at what needs to be released. If you have any bad habits, if you have any people you're holding on to that aren't the best influence, or any scenarios or negative energy you're holding on to and harboring that isn't benefiting you, this is definitely the time here to release coming into April. All right, but that was basically your like free flow kind of message for the beginning of the video. We're now going to take a look here into a past, present, and future spread for you. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So let's see what we got going on here for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Regarding April 2023, what information is going to be rolling on in here for the zodiac sign of Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout April 2023. Starting out with the overall energy of the reading, we have here the Empress. I like it. Empress card showing up for you. It is Libra energy, so you could be dealing with a Libra, planet Venus over here, the planet of love. So there could be some love coming in for some of you, but the Empress card is not necessarily all about love. It's about really connecting with your divine feminine energy, really making sure that you're taking care of yourself, really making sure that you're loving yourself in ways that a mother would love a child. A mother will love a child, instinctively in a way that's unconditional. And I think that more unconditional love and compassion that you can bring to yourself at this time will be a really beautiful thing for you. I'm also hearing forgiveness in a way, Gems. I don't know what this forgiveness entails. I don't know if it's self-forgiveness or maybe things that you've done in the past, or maybe it's about forgiving yourself for being too hard on yourself in certain situations that weren't necessarily your fault. These are energies that can definitely be coming up here for some of you jumping into April. But the Empress is about also seeing the beauty of all things, seeing the beauty of yourself, seeing the beauty of the world, and recognizing that we're all interconnected here, and there is a lot of beauty to be shared and to be enjoyed and to be paid attention to. So I feel that if you've kind of been living your life in a way where you've seen a lot of maybe the ugly, maybe the not so beautiful things. You know, it would be a good time here to kind of transfer your perception onto the beauty that the world has to offer. You know, we live in a reality of duality. It's not all bad, it's not all good, but there's certainly different perspectives we can tune into. And I think that moving your energy and your perspective more onto the things in life that are good and beautiful is going to be a massive game changer for you here coming into April. Okay. Nonetheless, though, let's have a look here into your past. So we start out here first and foremost with the Five of Cups. You know, we do have here a Nine of Cups following that up. We also have here a Page of Swords, and we have here a Nine of Swords. So very intense energies when we're looking at the past. Looking at the present here for for April 2023, we have the Two of Wands, we have the World, we have here the Eight of Pentacles, and then we also have here the Six of Swords. And then taking a look here at the future for you guys, we have an Ace of Cups, followed up here with the King of Cups. We have here the Four of Wands, and then lastly here for you, we're going to have a King of Swords showing up here for the future. All right, so let's get on into it. Let's see what's going on. Starting out here first and foremost with the past, you know, we begin with that Five of Cups here, you know, especially to the Nine of Cups. It's a sense of disappointment when you were pretty comfortable in a certain environment you were dealing with. I think that people were showing up once again. I don't like this Nine of Cups energy just looking at this guy. For some reason, I feel like he's got a very smug look on his face. I'll give you guys a closer look in a second. He's got kind of like this very smug look on his face. He's making a toast. He kind of just gives me the energy that he looks like everything's going according to plan, if you will. It's like, haha, you know, everything's going according to plan. Like he's happy that he accomplished something that maybe benefits him and didn't benefit anybody else. So, you know, for some Geminis, maybe in the past you were connecting with a bit of a selfish person or a person who just had not the best intentions. You know, I really feel like it is a little bit of selfish energy where this is somebody here who really only cared about what kind of worked in their favor and they didn't really care if anybody else got hurt in the process. You know, Five of Cups, that's where the disappointment comes from. Disappointed in somebody's actions because they could show up as charming, cunning, amazing, beautiful, fantastic people, but there was a lot beyond the veil. There was a lot beyond their mask that they were portraying, and it left you with trust issues with the Page of Swords here and the Nine of Swords. So in the past, someone screwed you over big time, definitely left you with tons of trust issues, and it left you hurt. But coming into the present here today, Two of Wands, you know, you're recognizing life is about choices. And I got two choices. You know, the choice here to, you know, screw everybody. I don't ever want to trust a person again. I don't want to be around nobody. Or, you know what? I dealt with a shitty person, but it doesn't mean everybody's shitty. Let me be open to what comes next. And I think that that's the route you're going on because we do have here the World card coming into play and the Eight of Pentacles in the present moment, which means you're working towards letting go of all the pain, the hurt, and everything that happened, and potentially some of the trauma you experienced with your past or with a specific past person. So you're really working on letting all that go and healing that. And Six of Swords, you know, coming into April, you will be moving on and allowing yourself to be open to what comes next. You know, in the kind of pre-shuffle, free flow reading, we touched base for a moment about how, you know, it's a good time to check in with your environment and see who's benefiting you, who's not. You know, Five of Pentacles came out. Five of Pentacles was really all about, are there people who are lacking what they should be giving in terms of your relationships? You know, for example, imagine when you're dealing with crops. You know, if crops are lacking nutrients and lacking water, those are pivotal for those crops' success to be able to grow. You know, so it's kind of like who's prohibiting your success to grow? You know, who's not watering you, even though you're not a plant, right? But who's not bringing in the nutrients? Who's not bringing that in? Even if it's your own habitual patterns, you know, for some Geminis, it's not like I have a person here to blame. It's like I have bad habits maybe. And maybe those bad habits, those habitual patterns, they kind of fucked me and, you know, they weren't watering my crops, so to speak. So it's about that check-in time coming into April 2023 here of really having to see, really having to be aware of like what is not benefiting me at this time and what's got to go. And once you figure it all out here, because you'll be working towards figuring it out, once you do, Six of Swords, you're keeping it popping, pushing, and you're moving forward, which is great. You know, taking a look here now into the future, we do have here an Ace of Cups. We have here a King of Cups. You know, Ace of Cups showing up here for you. That's a card here that represents about filling your cup first. You know, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You know, and if you're pouring out all of your water into somebody else's cup, what are you going to have left? So it's that energy of making sure you take care of yourself first before you take care of others. It's about making yourself a priority, but it's also about enjoying life and being fulfilled again. You know, if you recognize that you've dealt with people in life that were hurting you, it's like if they're not in your life anymore, don't give them the power to continue to hurt you. right? So I think it's that realization of like, I want to enjoy life more again. I want to be happy. You know, Ace of Cups, I want to love what I'm doing and love my environment. King of Cups, definitely going to be a total change in your demeanor emotionally is what you're going to see in the near future for you. So you're going to have a massive change in your demeanor emotionally, the way you present yourself, the way you handle situations. I definitely feel like your armor is going to be stronger is what I'm hearing, that nobody can easily penetrate you. Okay. That's what she said. So at the end of the day, it's like your armor here is a lot stronger, you know? Nobody can get to you as easily is what I'm seeing. And with the Four of Wands here showing up to the King of Swords, you know, Four of Wands is a card that represents, you know, you're in a stable, good, happy environment, but the King of Swords is about you protecting that environment and making sure that, you know, at all times you catch a bad vibe with somebody, or you see a person or a situation that, you know, is coming along with some bad energy. It's like, nope, you're not allowed in the party. Okay. You know, your life right now is for the people that are coming into the VIP section. Okay. For the people that pay general admission, they're not coming into your VIP spot. Point blank period. So that's what I see for you here right now coming into your near future. You know, Four of Wands, it's about you building a really solid environment. You kind of weeded out the people who aren't for you, and you're keeping the people who are for you in your VIP section. And all these mofos, right, that are coming in trying to pay general admission, go in VIP, it's like, it ain't happening, bro. You are protecting yourself, protecting your environment, and making sure that you're constantly aware here of maybe what's not serving you, what needs to be switched out and changed. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I think it's good sometimes to make sure we're being as aware as possible of what's serving us in life and what's not, and making sure that we check in with ourselves. Checking in with ourselves is incredibly important, and it's detrimental in life. So I like that you're doing that. And I like seeing this kind of energy in terms of your confidence transform and unravel a bit too. Because, you know, in the past, you weren't so confident. You know, when we're usually hurt, it's kind of hard to be confident. And when we're hurt, it's kind of hard to not let people get to us. But when we get to that place where we move on and we let go and we just set the strong intentions to keep the people in our life that are good around us, and to make sure we pay attention to other people and their motives of intentions. And if we catch anything bad, we cast them out. It's like when we start to build that more strength-based mentality, you know, then it's a lot easier for people not to get to you as easily, if you will. So that's kind of what we're looking at here regarding your month. We're going to take a look here at the outcome now, though, for you, Gemini. So let's see what the overall outcome here is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus during April 2023. And what do we got? We have here the Tower. Absolutely. Tower card here showing up for you. It is the change. And you know what? Changes are necessary in order for new paths to be paved, for new paths to be created. So, you know, it's kind of like I'm thankful I had this Tower moment. I'm thankful that like God kind of showed me the people in my life that weren't for me. And I'm honestly like a true believer too, that like the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, you know, there's always going to be a revelation of who is actually pure and genuine in our lives, who has good intentions and who doesn't. They will always tell on themselves. They will always show their true colors. So if there's anybody in your life that's not necessarily for you, there will be some moment in time where they end up exposing that. And you're kind of like, I'm glad they exposed it now, because I don't need to continue to go forward with the individuals who aren't right for me, or maybe people with bad motives and bad intentions. And, you know, I can go forward with the right people and with the right path in my life. And it's best to know the truth. And then, you know, rather than continuing to be in the environment where I have all these people that aren't good for me. So it's like, I'm kind of happy and glad that this Tower moment happened. I do feel like a little bit of a sense of relief at the end of April here for you, where it's like, I'm relieved it happened. You know, it is what it is. I saw everything for what it is. And, you know, now I know at least with confidence that I can go forward on a good path without having anything kind of creating some chaos or creating some lack in my life overall. So that's a really good thing. It is, for sure. All right. But all right, though, Gemini, with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy your reading here for April 2023. I know it was a pretty basic, like past, present, future type of deal, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. I just felt like for April, I should keep it a little more simple for some reason. So, you know, that's the reading, or the way that I'm going to be doing these readings for April. But, you know, maybe in the mid-month, I'll go back to my normal spread for everybody here. Okay. But Gemini, nonetheless, thank you for tuning in. If you are interested in checking out my website, please feel free to. First link in the description below. Have a lovely and amazing, though, rest of your April, and I will see you guys in the next video. Much love to Team Gemini, and guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Peace.